You're watching The Big Story. On to the latest in the CBI investigation into Sebi Deputy General Manager Avarjeet Singh's alleged act of bribery. Himanshu Bhayani is here with what happened in court on Wednesday and how all the drama now surrounds a cell phone of the Sebi DGM, which CBI alleges has been deliberately thrown away. Himanshu, tell us about the sensational turn of events as far as this rather big blot on Sebi is concerned.
Outcome of the proceedings at CBI Court in Mirzapur in Ahmedabad on Wednesday is that at around 3:30 p.m., Securities Exchange Board of India's Deputy General Manager Avarjeet Singh was presented by CBI officials on Wednesday as his remand was expiring at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. He was presented in court number 4 of Justice A.M. Bhayani. As soon as he was presented, the lawyers started arguing, and the important information which came out of this heated argument between the lawyers was that as soon as the money was received on behalf of Avarjeet Singh by the middleman, that is Mr. Ashok Mehta, Ashok Mehta had called up Avarjeet Singh when Avarjeet Singh was at Delhi at his parents' residence, and Avarjeet Singh had received a call, had received a kind of confirmation which was a part of a CBI trap, wherein he was informed by Ashok Mehta on cellular phone that 10 lakh rupees has been received. Today morning, when the CBI investigation officer was investigating Avarjeet Singh, he had admitted in front of investigating official that he had received the call and he has thrown away the cell phone in Delhi. So one of the grounds of demanding remand of Avarjeet Singh for 12 days by CBI was to recover the cellular phone instrument from which the details of the calls made by Avarjeet Singh, the details of the exchanges of SMSs made by Avarjeet Singh could be traced. Because CBI has also put some further grounds saying that they want to unearth the nexus of other Sebi officials, as well as they fear that there is some conspiracy behind this and they want to unearth that also. Equally, CBI has also given one of the important grounds is that they want to go for, they have applied for the bail, for the remand application of 12 days of Avarjeet Singh because they want to scan and search his Mumbai residence. Avarjeet Singh has a residence in Mumbai, his parents are staying in Delhi. But the lawyer of Avarjeet Singh argued on the ground saying that recovering cellular phone instrument was not important and it was not practically feasible in a city like Delhi, but instead the investigation focus should be on recovering the details of the calls made, the SMSs exchange, etc. through the cellular service provider or the cellular network companies. Also, the lawyer of Mr. Singh argued saying that he was already into the CBI custody for 3 days. So if required, they could have taken him to Delhi and tried to recover that instrument. If required, they could have taken him to Bombay and searched his house. He also argued that on 4th June 2012, already the Mumbai residence of Avarjeet Singh was scanned and searched. A very important argument which was laid by Singh's lawyer was that the admissions made by Avarjeet Singh that he had thrown away the cell phone in Delhi cannot be considered as an admissible evidence. After hearing the arguments of the lawyers of both the sides, that is the public prosecutor of CBI, Mr. L.D. Tiwari, and the lawyer of Mr. Singh, Mr. R.C. Ahuja, Justice A.M. Bhayani derived to an order saying that remand orders or the remand application of CBI has been quashed off and Mr. Avarjeet Singh has been sent to judicial custody. However, the lawyer of Avarjeet Singh has immediately applied for a bail application, but the bail application of Avarjeet Singh is likely to be scheduled or to be admitted on Monday, that is 11th June. But the important thing over here, what comes out is that Avarjeet Singh knew and he had received the call of the confirmation of receiving rupees 10 lakh from Mr. Ashok Mehta, and that cellular phone was thrown away, it was destroyed, and CBI officials equally fear a kind of nexus, a huge nexus, a kind of conspiracy which could lead to some leads to other Sebi officials, other office holders into several exchanges, etc. as to what kind of nexus and activity has been going as far as this particular case is concerned. Back to you.
All right, Himanshu. Well, meanwhile, let's also hear out what Avarjeet Singh's counsel had to tell us outside the courtroom.
Main contention of the CBI for getting the remand was that he has thrown off his cell phone, which was being utilized at the time of the trap. That cell phone is required to be traced out, which somewhere at Delhi, according to Mr. Avarjeet Singh, has been thrown out of. And some other grounds, which I had argued that all the other grounds which are already been averred in the previous remand application, and for that reason the remand should not be granted. Moreover, the cell phone is not at all being considered to be a important evidence, because it is the service provider on whose name this SIM card is. It is very important, and those aspects can be very well traced out by the CBI from the concerned service providers. And that's why the remand application should be rejected. After consideration of both the parties, the remand application has been rejected by the Honorable Court, and Avarjeet Singh has been sent to the judicial custody.
Interestingly, you made a very important point saying that what he had admitted today in front of CBI in the morning, that was not an admissible evidence. So why do you call this as not an admissible evidence, and on what basis did you argue on that basis, basically?
Because whatever he has stated has been stated in front, though it has been said by the CBI that it is said to be a disclosure memo, but according to me, whatever has been said during the course of the investigation in front of the investigating officers are not to be considered as a valuable evidence. It is only a statement of an accused which has no value but a wastebasket paper. Though this evidence of a disclosure memo cannot be said to be a worthwhile for appreciating the evidence.
All right, that sordid drama playing out there in Ahmedabad at this point of time. We'll, of course, keep bringing you details of that. Well, that's a wrap of this edition of Big Story. Thanks for watching. But up next, I come back after this quick break and I talk to Jonathan Garner and Gerard Minac of Morgan Stanley. That's coming up just after the short break.